Happy morning, children. Today I am going to discuss with you about the means of spread of communicable diseases. In my last class, I have discussed about infectious disease and non-infectious disease. Actually, infectious disease are also known as communicable disease and non-infectious diseases are known as non-communicable diseases. So today we are going to discuss about this infectious disease or communicable disease in some more detail and how they spread, that I will discuss in the video now. So let us start. I am just discussing about infectious diseases. So children, we are having infectious or communicable diseases. So first we are going to discuss that how they spread. Okay. So how they spread, before discussing it, I would like to classify them, that how this spread takes place. So they spread through direct contact as well as indirect contact. So let us discuss it first. So children, here you will find that these diseases, they spread through direct contact as well as through indirect contact. Okay, or you can also say it by direct transmission. In spite of contact, you can write it transmission, and indirect transmission. Okay, so children, you will find that these diseases can spread through direct transmission also and through indirect transmission also. When we talk about direct transmission, the first thing is, if you come in contact, if you come in physical contact with an infected person, let me discuss with you, children. This is a very common thing you might have seen, that if somebody at home is suffering from common cold and fever, it is obvious that the other members of the family also get infected through this common cold and fever. This is a very common example, children. You can see in your day-to-day life, it happens that any of your family member, if he or she is suffering from this common cold, it is easily transmitted from one person to another. Okay, so this is one type of physical contact with an infected person, and that is the reason, children, you might have seen, suppose you or your brother or sister sometimes suffers with this influenza or common cold. Your mother tells you not to share her bed and not to sleep with her. She makes another arrangement so that you can sleep in a different bed. You do not share the same bed. Okay. Why? To prevent this direct physical contact with the infected person. Okay. So this is one, children. And the second one is the sexual contact. Actually, this contact, through this contact, there are many type of diseases which are spreaded, like gonorrhea, syphilis, and all. They are caused due to these sexual contact, because this is a very intimate contact between two person, and that's why it happens. So, to prevent the direct transmission, we need to prevent these direct physical contact or with this. In this third, let me discuss the third one, children. First I have discussed about the physical contact with the infected person. Secondly, I have discussed with the due to sexual contact. Third, with the contact of the soil. Regarding this, children, I will say that some harmful bacteria or some harmful pathogens, they are present in the soil, and as they are present in the soil, they might get transmitted into our body through the soil, and that's why these are spread, these type of diseases are spread through soil. Like tetanus, you might have heard about, children, tetanus. Okay, so this is the basic thing. These type of diseases may occur through soil. Okay, now the last one of this is the animal bites. Animal bites. Children, you know very nicely that animal bites, we talk oftenly, don't go near a dog, otherwise you have to take 14 injections, and that too in the abdomen. Okay, you all might be afraid of taking 14 injections simultaneously. Okay, so why? Because through these animal bites, rabies are spreaded. Okay, so these are the diseases these are the modes of spread in the direct contact or direct transmission. Okay, and now let us talk about indirect transmission of the diseases. Fine. So when we talk about indirect transmission of the diseases, let me tell you something, those which are very important in this section. First, in this first is through air. Children, you might have heard about airborne diseases. They are caused by air. So, it is through air. Likewise, children, you will hear about through water. You are quite familiar with waterborne diseases which generally occur in this monsoon season, children. You will find the waterborne diseases or the diseases which occur through water or contaminated food. Okay, so through water you can see there are many diseases which spread through water. They are known as waterborne diseases. Likewise, by eating the contaminated food, we fall sick. Okay, like food poisoning and all. And the last one is through vectors. Vectors means the diseases which spread through mosquito, flies and all. These all are vectors. Okay, these all are vectors. Okay, so children, you will find that the modes of spread of diseases are these. Infectious diseases can be spread by direct transmission or by indirect transmission. Direct transmission is through the physical contact with the infected person, sexual contact, then contact of the soil and through animal bites. And indirect contact like through air, through water or contaminated food, and lastly through vectors. Thank you, children.